Don't forget evolution cards. These are a great way to upgrade your players for free. For free. There's no better budget option than no budget because it's free. You go get that Jason Terry Diamond card, for example. He evolves into a Galaxy Opal. All you have to do is bomb a few trays. A favorite evolution card of mine personally is the Pink Diamond Evolution Pau Gasol from the Flash Packs. He does a great job on both ends of the court and is that power forward that you just might need for a Twin Towers lineup.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as starting fives have been announced. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche. A celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Yeah, it's all yours.
Well, small ball has become the trend in the NBA.
Point forwards and big guards in demand. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram is out there with Ellis. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Beasley in at the point. And for Los Angeles, they've got Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Big Cat in at the one spot. Some tough defense in this arena tonight, Smitty. These teams are so good at getting stops.
Yeah, when you have teams that defend this well, you can't beat them off the dribble. The ball and body movement is going to be key tonight.
Here's Beasley, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Sabonis, the pass to Beasley. From 20 feet out, and Davis pulls it down. And here's Los Angeles. No good from Big Cat. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Covington. Ingram outside. 5 on the clock, unloads. Sabonis, no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
He's with it. Now guarded by Big Cat. Fires from Teen. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
And so it's the Lakers with it. The Pelicans make their last shot. Pass to Davis. That shot missing. Nice D from Sabonis. The Pelicans come into this one after the win against Utah.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Now here's Ingram. Last game we saw him score 32. Misses the wing
goofy. And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. Here's Kuzma. Sinks that one from the post.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the skill was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Pelicans, they've been passed up, moved down to the 4th spot.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Beasley with it. Now guarded by Siakam. No good, Beasley.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Big Cat connects again from distance.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That three moving him into history.
You could feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the three and now stands alone at the top of the list.
And he's put on a show from long range. And boy, he has done this all season.
And the fans, Greg, letting him know how much they appreciate his amazing touch.
That's what he does. Add another to the tally for what's been a remarkable season. A three-point specialist like none other.
Yes, that goes in.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
No good from Big Cat. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Ellis, and Ellis throws it down.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And he's good on the 3-ball. 8 points for Big Cat.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Beasley with a clean look, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark, and they're on the break.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
Sabonis, the pass to Alexander Walker. To the inside. A rebound by the Lakers.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You know, we see every year 1 or 2 guys drafted toward the end of the first round contribute well for their team. But Pascal Siakam has gone well beyond that. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
No good from Big Cat.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Here's Alexander Walker, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Stolen by Ellis. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. The pass to Sabonis. On its way from Beasley for 2, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball. You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
Now here's Ingram. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Siakam passes to Big Cat. Inside, Siakam. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Siakam's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pelicans trail by 10. Beasley outside.
I got yours.
Good D by Siakam.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Stolen away. Now the Lakers on the break. Out to the wing. Moves back up. Sinks it, and the shot from Big Cat. He's got 16.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
New Orleans has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Beasley. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
The shot's good from Big Cat.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 15. And the call will go against Big Cat. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Nurkic dishes to Bridges. Count the basket.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
And another 3 for the Lakers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Stripped it away. Now the Lakers on the break. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Lakers leading by 18. Here's McLeod, and another 3 for the Lakers.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. Passes it to Bridges. 1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Holiday, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
New Orleans on D. It's good. And it's now 26 points for Big Cat.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To end the run, Hayes no good. And the Lakers with possession here. Big Cat. And a miss there on the triple. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Holiday gets the bucket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the shot good from Big Cat.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Here's Cook. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Pressure turned me into a giant.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And, guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that takes the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Cook. Nurkic is out there. Then it's Bridges. And it's Holiday in at the 2. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Cat in the last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
And it's Cook missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here is Cook. No points in the game yet for him. It's good. Nice touch there from Big Cat.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Cook, the pass to Nurkic. And Holiday kicks to Cook. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his first foul. Los Angeles on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Looking to end the run, and the jumper falls for him. Cook's got his first basket. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership. Also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. He kicks to Hayes. Pass to Bridges. Now Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Nurkic, a rebound by the Lakers. Big Cat's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Nurkic with the steal. Right side Holiday. Rebounded by Big Cat. Big Cat's got 6 rebounds in the game. Nurkic with the steal. Holiday dishes to Hayes. With the floater, and Holiday with the basket on the assist by Hayes. And that's now 6 points for Drew Holiday. Baseline jumper, and the shot drops as they pick up 2 points from Big Cat.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And Holiday, here we go. And that one drops for him. Holiday's got 8.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Here's Big Cat. Again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And so it's Mitchell Long who brings up the ball for the Lakers. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
And Drummond throws it down.
With the flexibility to adjust at the rim, Drummond can catch the pass almost anywhere and still throw it down.
Holiday, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
And that one is good by Beasley.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
No good from Big Cat.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Siakam misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Elbow shot, good as the jump shot falls. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter. Los Angeles has gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3 points. The shot's good from Big Cat.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Beasley. He had 22 points in the win against Utah. Nurkic, good D by Siakam. Los Angeles is going to sublime 4 3-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Beasley, 12 points for him. In for his 7th make in 14 tries. Here's Big Cat. Again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Beasley, the pass to Alexander Walker. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Here's Big Cat. The bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Pelicans shooting 53% in the second quarter. Good ball movement, yielding good looks. Beasley left side. That one good for 2. Beasley's got 16 points. The Lakers shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. No good from Big Cat.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Beasley dishes to Nurkic. Here's Beasley. 16 points for him. Here's Siakam. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans. For Los Angeles, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Siakam hits them both. The Pelicans shooting 47%, pretty solid. On its way from Beasley for 2. And it's the back rim, no good. Big Cat, the pass to Davis. Sabonis grabs the board. Beasley up top. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First one falls for him.
At the line for your Lakers,
Both free throws good from Big Cat.
And they're really getting more points on the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And the call will go against Big Cat. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Beasley. Lays it up and banks it in. Beasley's got 20.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will the team back in the game.
The shot's good from Big Cat.
And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
And good that time. That's now 22 points for Beasley.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Big Cat, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Aggressive from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
Ingram kicks to Ellis. Kicks it out to Beasley. No good from outside. Lakers shooting an unbelievable 70%. You performance like this too often.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Now here's Beasley. He's got 22. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Here's Big Cat. What an incredible scoring display he has put out. Sabonis with the steal. Shot clock separated by 5. Beasley, the pass to Ingram. Sabonis with the ball. Guarded by Kuzma. And it's Beasley, that time in the assist by Sabonis. Beasley's got 26 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint. And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
Lakers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
The future is bright for Anthony Davis. Not only is he a scorer, he's efficient, he's effective, and he's passionate about the game.
Beasley for 3. It's not going to go for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
In the event of emergency,
why don't you put it on the way?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Siakam is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Big Cat. Then there's Davis. And it's Covington in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5. Here's Ingram. Rebounded by Covington. Ingram's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor.
His second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Big Cat. Non-stop scoring machine here. Siakam. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Ellis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Knocked away. Beasley for 3. Rebound Big Cat. Big Cat's got rebound number 9 now. And Siakam Siakam throws it down.
Having a big who can run the floor is obviously a value. What I like about Siakam, he can finish in so many ways.
Now here's Beasley. 30 points in the game. Hand on it, but he stays with it. The finish, and Siakam throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Sabonis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading. The shot's good from Big Cat.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Beasley, the pass to Sabonis. Over Davis. Offensive rebound. And sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker shot at all three levels.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. You know, Smitty, every team at some point faces some locker room turmoil. How tough is it to balance team chemistry?
You know, it's very tough. Sometimes you have those one or two player additions that it just changes the dynamic of your team. Sometimes you lose a leader. He might not be the best player. Then a lot of times guys are playing for contracts, and some guys get a little bit upset because they figure they're playing for their individual success versus team. But when you have that right chemistry, it is beautiful.
Drew Holiday's for New Orleans.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Here's Beasley following the pass by Kyle Kuzma. Beasley kicks to Ellis. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ellis has got 10 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Sabonis. And Cook subbed in for Beasley. The shot by Holiday, no good. Lakers have gotten nearly everything dropped this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And it's Cook Pink.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Detroit Pistons.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know can advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
So it's the Pelicans now, following the 3 moments ago from Big Cat. Good.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And the Lakers making a change here. Mitchell Long's checked in. New Orleans shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And the pass to Big Cat. And Los Angeles with the triple.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Holiday finds Ingram. Over McCloud. Here's Nurkic. Tries again, and it's Plumlee. Throws it up high. Nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ingram dishes to Holiday. Passes to Nurkic. And here is Ingram. That's tipped. Here's Big Cat. And 8 points on the layup. Big Cat's got 11 in the second half. Right
hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Hayes is checked in for the Pelicans. Miles Bridges comes in for Brandon Ingram. And the Lakers call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Now here's Hayes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Nurkic. He's right around 13 points a night, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
And that one, good. 10 points for Drew Holiday.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then at the other end.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here is Holiday. He's got 10. Can't connect from 13 feet out. From deep three-point range, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Here's Big Cat. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our games, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think it's helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. The Lakers, number 1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now Bridges, and they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And Cook missed. Los Angeles has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Cook's got the ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Cook's got 11 points.
Talk about making halftime adjustments. You love what they're doing with him now offensively.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And every time you think he can't hit another,
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Holiday, the pass to Nurkic. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Mitchell Long. Here's Big Cat. Good from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Nurkic kicks to Cook. Connects from three-point range. Cook's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
To the right side. Here's the teardrop. And he sinks the layup.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Here's Big Cat. Doesn't go that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here is Cook. He's got 16. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
shots from Big Cat.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
With the teardrop, Cooksing. Lakers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Big Cat. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Here's Big Cat. Non-stop scoring machine here. Los Angeles with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
The tray, and it's Cook missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look.
Drops in the tray.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Makes it off the glass. Cook's got 22 points.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Offensive rebound, and it's Drummond with the jam.
A man among boys on the offensive glass. Andre Drummond picks up a lot of extra points this way.
Here's Cook, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. The Pelicans have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Here's Big Cat. It's the bomb.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Cook, the pass to Sabonis. Here's Hayes. Nolans has no luck. And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast. And let's take this chance now to show you the status of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball.
With some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Big Cat in for Kyle Kuzma. So the Pelican 5 right now. He's out there with Nurkic. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar. There's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody's looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court. That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
And so it's going to the books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night, just as they've done it tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible
Oh, his array of talents on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
Here's Cook. And the Pelicans miss again. And here are the Lakers. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
Rolled that one in from distance.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best. It matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And here's Hayes. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now for Greg Anthony's